Let me start recording. If you have the work, get it out. If you don't have the work, maybe copy it down. Take a look what we got. So we're going to do the odd problems. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to put some answers up real quick. And then of any of those that you need to see, these are the answers only of these particular problems. I got to work this one out. X squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 6. 2x squared minus 12x. That's 18 plus 12. Okay. Are there any questions? So problem number 5's answer is this, okay? I just had to do some work. Yeah?
What page is this?
95?
I don't think those are the right answers. So one I have
That's actually the right
x
answer.
minus 9 and 2x plus 9. And then for 3 I have x minus 5 squared.
X minus 5 quantity squared, yeah. I have the answer. Those are the answers, not the problems.
Oh!
I had to work out part of number 5 though, because I couldn't do it in my head. But that's 1, 3, and 5. Are there any of those that you would like to see you're not sure about?
I'm
Or we feel okay? In 3, in 2, in 1. Andrew, you ready to rock and roll? Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. Number 7, okay, 7, we want to factor them out, so that's going to be x plus 8, x minus 8. So again, I'm putting the answers up, not the problems. Number 9 is x plus 7, x minus 7. Of course, if you have x minus 8 and x plus 8 and x minus 7, x plus 7, that's also fine. 11 is x minus 20, x minus 5. 13, let's see, 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, or you could have it written as 2x minus 3 quantity squared. Your choice how you want to have it written. 15 is 9 minus 2x, 9 plus 2x. Of course, you could add 9 plus 2x and 9 minus 2x. And then 17 won't factor or prime or something like that. Just don't leave it blank. All right, are we okay up to those? Take a look. I'll get it. I just ran out of room, and 19's I was going to work all the way out. Feeling okay?
Yeah.
It's still Friday, right?
Yeah.
I'm not adding or subtracting days? Okay, because that happens sometimes.
You should add another Sunday or Saturday.
So, do freshmen test next week? Is it freshmen, sophomores that test? And then juniors and seniors are kind of like exempt? Freshmen and juniors test next week?
Yeah.
Sophomores don't test?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophomores or something like that.
Yeah.
School. I'm trying to figure the whole thing out. Can I move off that one?
Yeah.
Everyone feel okay?
Yeah.
All right. So number 19, I just want to work it out. It's a little different because it has both x and y in there. Now, a lot of people start getting upset. The fact if this type of thing takes place, you know that you're going to have an x, you know that you're going to have a y. Okay? In this case, it looks like they'll both be positive. And then, let's see, is that right? Is that 6 or 36? 6. So let's think about this. If it was this, with this factor, are there factors of 6 that would add up to 12? Factors of 6 are 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Which one of those works, both being positive, that add up to 12? None of them. So this one, I actually think that this one they meant to have this as 16. I think, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think mine factors. That's what I
No, that still doesn't work. Factor 16 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. No, so this one won't factor. And I think they meant for it to factor, and I think they just maybe perhaps wrote the wrong problem or wrong numbers down.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Number 21. So sometimes these catch people off guard because now there's a greatest common factor. What's the greatest common factor between 5x squared and 80? What number goes into both? 5. So then I get x squared minus 16. Now a lot of people think, oh sweet, I'm done. If you did that, this problem would be worth 3 points. I would take 1 point off because you're not done. What still factors? Yeah, this is the difference of 2 squares. So you realize you're going to have x plus 4, x minus 4. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so be careful on sometimes. Sometimes there is a greatest common factor, and then it will continue to factor out. Number 23. We have 5x squared plus 100x plus 500. There is a greatest common factor. What goes into 5x squared, 100x, and 500? 5 does. So outside we have a 5, and then that leaves us x squared plus 20x plus 100. Okay? What two numbers multiply to give me 100? Add together, give me 20. What two numbers? 10 and 10. Good. So this becomes x plus 10, x plus 10. And of course, you can go through the normal traditional factoring, which I think most of you have done.
Yeah.
Another way to write this, you could write it like this as well. So either answer is fine for you to have written. And then 25. Can I move off that one?
Yeah.
Reese, you good?
Yep.
25. We have 4x to the fourth minus 36y squared. Okay, as it sits right now, it is indeed the difference of 2 squares. Okay, I agree with you. But you have a greatest common factor that takes place first, and a lot of people will miss that. A lot of people will put 2x squared minus 6y, 2x squared plus 6y, and you're going to miss a point because it does have a GCF. The GCF is 4. That leaves you x to the fourth minus 9y squared. Okay? So it was looking for the greatest common factor first. Okay? That 4 comes down for the ride, so this gives me x squared plus 3y and x squared minus 3y. That's good. On this kind of problem, though, I want to warn you, sometimes this, when it's an x to the fourth situation and it breaks down, sometimes that becomes the difference of 2 squares, so you have to keep an eye out for it. This case, it's not, so it's factored as is, but sometimes it will break down where this becomes the difference of 2 squares, and it's something that a lot of times they like to stick on ACTs. I bet you we'll see one eventually. Can I move off that one?
Yeah.
27 is one of the box problem things, or the squares, where this is m by m, and I think, if I'm seeing that correct, it looks like n by n. And they want you to find the shaded region, this region here, correct? So I know the area of the big square is m times m, which is equal to m squared. Agree? The area of the small square is what? N times n, which is the same thing as what? N squared. So if I wanted to find the shaded region, this is like that person who cut the center portion of the cake out saying, I want that piece, and left the outside. So how am I going to find the area with our m squared and our n squareds related to m and n? How would I find the area? Do what? Yeah. Say that one more time. Well, I don't have any numbers. I just have letter values. So the entire area of the big is this, and the small one is this. So what should I do with the two in order to find the area of like the donut part, less the whole? What do you think? So if I knew this whole area here was 100 and this little area was like 10, how would I find the area of the outside then? Subtract. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to subtract the two from each other. So I get m squared minus n squared, which that's the area of the big. This is the difference of two squares. So you could also have this as an answer as far as the area. So both of these answers are appropriate to have. You pick the one you feel best works for you. We okay? And then I didn't assign it, but I want to make sure we go over on page 97, 29 and 31. Is that okay? These are review from what we've done. So let's go insert a graph. Next. Finish. Okay, so I do have number 29, which is f at x. F at x is the same thing as what letter? Y, okay. X squared minus 4x plus 4. And so this one says, graph the following by factoring first. Okay, so does it say anything about using negative b over 2a to find the vertex and then pattern graphing? No, it says factor it first. So what does this factor down to? X minus 2 and what? X plus 2. So that's x minus 2 and x plus 2. Okay? So this, when it's set up like this, means it's going to find where it crosses the x-axis if you set each of those parts equal to 0. So if you go x minus 2 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0, it's going to cross the x-axis at 2. And it's going to cross the x-axis at negative 2. Where on the x-axis is the vertex going to be? What is right between positive 2 and negative 2? 0. 0. Okay? So I know that my vertex is going to happen at 0, comma, I don't know. So plug it in here. 0 squared. 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 4. What's 0 minus 0 plus 4? 4. At 0 comma 4, 0 comma 4, it's wrong. What critical thinking needs to take place here? This is what we're saying the vertex is. Did I make an error? And why do I think I'm making an error? So this is graphically what it's telling us to do. Why does it appear we made an error? What's not negative? Yeah, it's opening it upside down. If it's opening it upside down, right here should be something. So did I make an error? I might have. I don't know. What do you think?
No.
I see my error. I will tell you that the error is in green. So I thought it was a factorable problem, but what happened? Let's take a look. Think about it. Look at how it's factored out. Definitely the error is right in here. Why am I saying that? What? It's not the difference of two squares. What is this supposed to be a factored out? Should it have factored? I could do ABC, but x squared minus 4x plus 4 factors to what? What two numbers multiply together to give me positive 4 and add together to give me negative 2? The factors of 4 are 1 times 4 and 2 and 2. So this this right here is the difference of two squares. If I put this back together, this would have given me x squared minus 4. That's not the same as this, so I factored it wrong. Oh shoot, I got excited about it and I thought I did it the right way. Oh boy. How does it factor? Huh? Here, let's do this. I'm going to move this in front of our stuff. Oh, it wasn't work that way. Darn it, I wanted it to work better. Alright, so I can tell you I made an error. I'm going to erase this because we goofed up. That is indeed my error. But I got excited. I thought it worked the right way, and I jumped the gun on it. Alright, so this actually should have factored to x minus 2, x minus 2. I had it as difference of two squares. Boy, did I make a silly error. X minus 2 means it crosses the x-axis at 2, which is here. What do we know about that 2? What else do we know about that point? It does indeed touch the x-axis there, so what do we know about it? What's special about this one? It is a root. What's special about it, though? Why did I only have one answer take place right here? Why is there only one answer, not two answers? It's the same thing. It's called a double root. So this right here is the vertex as well. It's the vertex as well. Okay? So this parabola opens up. We're going to pattern graph off it. It looks like our 1, 3, 5 should work. So I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go right 1, up 1. Left 1, up 1. And from here, I'm going to go right 1, up 3. And left 1, up 3. Oh, good. I can see where it crosses the y-axis as well. But this is what that problem looks like. Oh, boy. I can't believe it. I made a silly error. But it happens. Okay, so sometimes we have to be careful when we're on the factoring mode. And it gets ahead of us sometimes. Including your teacher. Does that make sense? Could I have written this as x minus 2 quantity squared?
Yes.
Sure. And then that's vertex form because I could have said plus 0. So at 2, 0, 2, 0, vertex. Okay? Can I move off that? Yeah, George? Or stretch it? All right. Insert graph. All right. Number 31. I think we'll get this one right, though. F of x is the same thing as y. 2x squared minus 2. Can I factor? Can I factor? Is there a greatest common factor? 2. Good. So if I factor this down, I know that I have 2 and then x squared minus 1. Okay. X squared minus 1 is the same thing as what? What? Do what? Say it one more time. Almost. X squared plus 1 and, or x squared minus 1 breaks down to what? Not x squared.
X plus 1.
X plus 1, x minus 1. Good. So that's the difference of two squares right there. This 2 is just our growth rate, correct? Okay, so it's going to cross our x-axis. It's going to cross our x-axis at negative 1. And it's going to cross our x-axis at positive 1. Okay? My vertex is going to happen halfway in between. So the vertex is going to happen at 0, comma, well, plug 0 in there. 0 squared is? 0. 0 times 2 is? 0. 0 minus 2 is? Negative 2. Okay, 0, negative 2. And it's going to go right 1 up 2, left 1 up 2. I already got there. And then I'm going to go right 1 up 4. So 1, 3, 5, no, 1, 3, 5, up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left 1 up 6. We are done. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. you guys want to hear my Motley Crue story? I'll give it to you. I hadn't told you. All right, so guys and girls, your assignment for this evening, which will roll over into Monday, is to do the same pages that we just went over, which was page 95, 96, and 97. And I would like you to complete it. Meaning, we did the odds already. Get those evens done, and I will be checking this for points on, I believe we'll have this class on Monday, because we'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. And then some of you have some stuff you need to show me, so you can either start on it or just chill at your desk. But if you have something to show me, bring it on up, and we'll take care.